Good morning. Today Gabby and I are at Griggs Reservoir, Columbus, Ohio. We're at the big dam. Yeah, it looks like the water's moving pretty good today. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get too much access down below. We'll have to see. But this is a good place to start. For anybody that's not been here before, it's an awesome sight when the water's moving. It's also quite good fishing right there. A few years ago I caught a really large smallmouth bass, and it was great. The only thing is it had cancer lumps all over it. I have to say that this river probably isn't the cleanest in the world, but lots of people fish here. I just wouldn't eat any fish. Not that I eat any fish, I catch and release. I haven't fished in years. I'm thinking about picking it up again and doing some low stress fishing, I think they call it. Tackle, it doesn't have any barbs on it, so it doesn't hurt the fish to the extent possible. Still pondering that one. Not sure if I'm going to do it yet. The water's looking sweet. It's looking a little bit faster than I'd hoped. So we'll have to see what kind of climbing we're able to do once we get down there. We haven't had much rain, so I thought the water would be low, but I guess wrong. What do you think, girl? Want to go swimming? No, you don't like swimming. A lot of fuzzies in the air today. Those are always fun. Okay, hold on. She's raring to go. We got here and two dogs arrived at the same time. Off leash, of course. So I'm gonna have to be careful. Keep an eye on stuff. Looks like they established some parking down here, or at least people did. She's used to not be wasn't able to park down here in the past. So I guess the park loosened up a little bit. Forget how to get down there. Wow, the water is totally moving. This is going to be a little difficult today. We'll get a chance to see what's going on. Maybe if we move down river a ways, we can get some access. Some steps to nowhere. I guess it's an observation deck. Come on, girls, head down this way. Now that you got some poop out of your system. You're all light now, light and happy, ready to rock. Happy to report that her GI issues have cleared up. Dogs are funny that way. They have really sensitive tummies. You wouldn't think so. Some people think that dogs can eat everything and anything, but that's just not true. There's quite a bit of things that will get them sick, and really innocent things at sometimes. Let's get on this wood, girlie. Jump in the puddles. Really nice weather again today. I'm lucking out. So whenever it's nice, I'm going to take advantage of getting out and about with the girl. Look at all these stones and stuff. The river was up here at some point in history. These are all river stones. Looks like we can get down here. Slow. Slow. Nice. Yeah, the river's pretty high. Watching some videos on YouTube with some kids fishing, and they were fishing right here, right in this exact spot. And there's rapids right there. They were catching plenty of fish. Yeah, see, that island is usually not that flooded like that. I have a feeling that they let some water out somewhere. Be nice, so much white water rafting, or kayaking water. Careful, Gab. Slow. Yeah, this isn't going to be easy to walk with a dog. Mostly because of me, not because of her. There's an upper trail over here I think I'm going to take that goes along the river. Behind me. Am I impeding your progress? Come on, let's go back up here. Up, up. There we go. Slow. Really need to get me a pair of hiking boots, I think. Some summer hiking boots, at least. Some of my travels on these walks get me into some terrain that's just not suitable for tennis shoes. Slow. Hold on, let me survey. Okay, looks like if we go over here and walk that way, we'll get to a flat area over here. Let's see where that goes. What? You see dogs? Squirrels? Fish? Beavers? Ducks, that's what you see. Okay. Oh, I see, there's a person over there. Did not see them. Must be fishing. Look at that. It's an egret. I don't know if y'all can see that on the camera. I don't want to mess with the zoom too much. What you barking at? Okay, let's go. Slow. You got 4 legs, I only got 2. I want to save them. Slow. 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 No, woof, woof. Be nice.
Well, good morning, bud.
She saw you before I did.
How you doing this morning?
Good. Be nice.
How you doing, girl?
She can be a little mouthy, but she's friendly.
How you doing, girl?
She's saying good morning. What do you think? Can we get over that? Hold on, slow. Remember, I'm at the other end of this leash. This is a bigger obstacle. Here, it looks like if we get over here, we can jump up there. What do you think? Can you do it, Gab? Is it okay? Is it too adventurous? Here, I tell you what. Let me go first, and then you can figure it out. Oh look, a mylar balloon. Those are always fun to find in nature. No, you can't go under. Careful. Oh, good job. Good job. Hold on, we're twisted. Let me turn around. This is a little more challenging than I was anticipating. It's a little more natural than the places we normally go. Here we go. This will work out just fine. Slow. I hear some ducks. Don't drink that water, please. Hold on. Go. Good job. Sorry for the shaky camera today. So I have to grab onto stuff to walk sometimes. Nope. A little slippery back here. I'm sure one day we're going to catch me falling down on camera. Oh, did you get your feet wet? Sorry. She doesn't like getting her feet wet. It's a nice flat area here. Stones make it a little bit of a challenge. Come here, Gab, let's go look at the river real quick. Come here. Walk this way. There you go. The river calms down a little bit after it gets past the rapids. Be a nice place to have a little canoe, inflatable boat. There's some ducks. We must have a little nest somewhere around here. It's that time of year. Quack, quack. Gabby doesn't even notice them. That's a good thing, I suppose. No, let's not go through that way. I can't get through. Go around. Careful. Wait. Leg. Gabby, leg. Leg. Oops. Leg. Good girl. No, eating fish bone. Ugh, can't take my eyes off these kids 1 minute. Come on, kid. I think that this walkway, or for lack of a better term, this path, probably goes quite a long ways. I have a feeling it probably goes downtown if you're willing to go that far. Can I swim in? I don't think I've ever seen her swim below, past her ankles. Some dogs love it, some dogs don't. Now, my theory about the path going far may have been premature. So it looks like it dead ends right here. Look at this crazy looking tree. Got little channels in it and stuff. Looks like over time the river's exposed a lot of the root system. Tree is sickly. It's still alive. It just looks like it's gotten way too much water over time. Let's see, let's plan. We can't go that way. What do you think? Yeah, let's head up into the woods a teeny bit. Come on. Places like this is usually layers of trails made by the humans because they say, oh, we're stuck. So they go back up and make another level. Looks like there's a trail going up this way we can take. Looks like more like a game trail than a people trail. Right? Good girl. Oh, this is pretty. A few weeks ago I did a video at Hayden Run and I stumbled across a homeless encampment underneath the Hayden Run Bridge. I read the other day, well, this is a nice little path, that there used to be a whole encampment under there of homeless. So I guess they must have rid them out. And maybe what we were seeing was just a kind of a remnant, or maybe one resident decided to stay, or who knows. It was an interesting walk with us though, just the same. And we found a nice little path there. Goes right along the river. Slow, there's no rush. Here, fork, hold on. Let's see if we can go this way. Nice little riverside beach, for lack of a better term. Slow. Slow. It even has a little sand. See that? It is really nice out today. It's supposed to have rain on and off for the next 4 days for the holiday weekend. But around here, the weather forecast is pretty lame. You really can't depend upon it anymore. You just kind of gotta make some plans and hope it doesn't rain the entire time. Usually this time of year it turns into like a Florida thing. We get hot muggy days and then the sky can't hold any more moisture and it just kind of says, I gotta let loose. So we get a few storms and then it passes and then the sun comes out again, and it's pretty typical. It's a nice little bank right here. Sure, there's a couple of snakes in here somewhere. It's one thing I haven't seen so far this year. I usually see a bunch of snakes, little water snakes that live at the side of the rivers and the creeks. I remember going fishing on a creek. Well, actually, I wasn't fishing, I was just exploring. I like walking up in the middle of creeks, a mile or so, and just kind of seeing what's going on. And I explored an uncharted creek for me, and there's that heron again. Let's go see if we can get a better picture of him. Oh, look at him, he's cute. Let me see if I can zoom real quick. Oh, there he is. We have a lot of those around here. They're really cool. Huge birds. I like to call them Midwest pelicans. Let's zoom back out. Wink. That worked okay. So it looks like we're at a dead end here. So we're going to turn back and go back up again, another level. See if we can find a path again. Slow. Is that birdie? Yeah. Oh, there's something going on back here. I hear snaps. It's something bigger than a squirrel. Oh, I'll come down here. It's all good. Come on, girl. Sit. 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 No problem. She heard you guys before me. Is that your friend? At least she's wagging her tail. Okay, now we know we can go up there. Let's go. Slow. Looks like there's a field over there. Huh. Oh, that's right. They used to have RV camps here. Let's go out this way. Gabby, hold on. You're all tangled up, honey. Come here, come here. She's all amped up now. All right, let's go. Let's get some outdoor freedom here. Smell animals again. Man, it's a heavy smell. Yeah, this is where they had the holiday lights too. They put up lights for the Christmas time, and you drive through in a car. It was pretty cool. They stopped doing it and moved it to another location, I suppose. All right, Gab, hold on. There's a garbage can. Let's throw it away. I guess her GI thing isn't quite solved yet, but it's not as bad as it was. Unfortunately, I've run out of poop bags, so hopefully that's the only two she's going to do today. Come on. Leave people alone. Come on. Come on, Snippy. Come here, let's fix your leash. Come here. Foot. Foot. Good girl. All right. Relax. De-amp. Yeah, they no longer use this like they used to. I'm not sure why. It used to be chock full of RVs year round. Maybe that's why they stopped doing it. So today I was thinking about talking about the pros and cons of dog parks. About 3 years ago, I got a puppy from a shelter. His name is Bailey. I've talked about him before. You guys haven't seen him. I intend on taking him out for a walk with us at some point. See how he does. But when we got him, a park opened down the street from us, a dog park. I mean, literally within 1 minute, 2 minute drive. And I was excited. I figured, well, that'd be a great place for him to meet friends and play and get some yayas out and so forth. So we did that for a while, and he did really like it. He was pretty insecure about it all. And he would come running back to me and stand on my foot and then run back out and play with the dogs and come back to me. And a lot of times he would bring dogs back with him, and I got knocked down a few times with a whole pack of dogs running at me. But it was fun. But then the fun kind of ran out once he had a couple of situations with aggressive dogs. It was always an anxiety point for me taking him in there. He wasn't the greatest yet at listening to commands about coming back and such like that. But he did pretty good. He was respectful with the other dogs, and the dogs liked him for the most part. It wasn't too much of a pain in the butt. So the last time I was at this dog park, he got into it with an Akita, which is a Russian-based breed that does have a tendency of having some aggression issues with it. Well, this Akita just would not leave him alone, and it kept rolling him on his back and clamping down on his neck. The front of his neck, not the back of his neck, and it was making me really nervous. And I just got to the point where I couldn't take it, and I picked him up off the ground. And me and the owner had a few choice words. I mean, there's not much you can say at a dog park, unfortunately. There are going to be owners that simply do not know how to control their animals. And unfortunately, they make it dangerous and unfun for the rest of the people. So at that point, I decided not to take him back to dog parks. That's not the only reason why. You have the owners that don't know what they're doing, and you have the dogs that are definitely not socialized enough to be in an uncontrolled setting like that. But you also have people that are clueless. I belong to that dog parks group on Facebook. I like to be active in there because, well, the dog park's down the street and the people are kind of cool on this board, and I like to talk about my dogs and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I've been reading stories lately that are confirming my desire not to go back to the park. People just don't get it. They bring food in and like they think they can sit there and eat lunch, like it's a normal park. But unfortunately, that's not the case. You bring food into a dog park, guess what? The dogs are going to want your food, and they're going to get aggressive, and they're going to fight, and they're going to maybe bite you, and etc. and etc. And then on top of that, that goes down there too. And on top of that, you have people bringing young children to a dog park. Now, I don't know how much sense you need to not bring a toddler who is 1.5 feet tall, can barely walk, and throwing him into the middle of a park with dogs that can range up to over 100 pounds and are running around full speed and acting like dogs. It's just not safe. The sign is very clear before you walk in. No food, no kids under 9, and I think even that's generous. I think that it should be no kids under 12, kind of like at the movies, because kids have a tendency of getting excited and running up to a animal they don't know, and that animal may not appreciate that, and guess what? Someone gets bit, someone goes to the doctor, someone has to pay the bills, and most of the time the dog is the one that suffers because they have to go into quarantine for 10 days minimum, and or they may get put down if the case gets pretty involved in the court system. So it's just not a good thing all around. You're not even really supposed to bring toys into a dog park because a lot of dogs are toy aggressive too, and you bring one of those ball tossers to play with your dog, well, the dog next to him is going to think, well, you're throwing that for me too, so I'm going to go get it. Then you're going to have a dog fight. And dog fights at dog parks can get out of hand pretty quick because it's like the riot mentality with dogs. Once things get amped up, everyone gets amped up, and you're sitting there pulling dogs away from each other, and you could risk the getting bit or getting scratched, or and even worse, your dog could get injured. I can't tell you how many injuries I've seen, not personally, but that I've read about on the internet, on Facebook, YouTube, about dogs who get into fights at dog parks, getting ears ripped off, getting their muzzles bit, I saw one dog, it was I'd say it was a medium-sized dog, maybe a little smaller, that a bigger dog pretty much bit his butt off. It was all missing, all hamburger meat, and the veterinarian had to kind of patch his butt together and leave a hole opening for poop to come out. That owner's never going to have a whole dog ever again, and it's because they thought that they could go, here's a baseball. It's got dog teeth, it must be a dog ball. And so anyway, I'm not a big fan of the parks. I respect that people have to go to them because they may not have a backyard like I do, which is definitely a bonus for the dogs, because if we didn't, I'd have to be walking them, all three of them, constantly, or taking them to a dog park. So my advice is, if you're gonna get a dog and you don't have room for them to at least run around a little bit at your house, and you're just thinking, well, I'm gonna take him to dog parks and he'll have a great time that way, yes, and perhaps no. That's all I'll say. A lot of people really like them. I fear them. There's also a much higher likelihood of getting diseases there because of the concentrated populations. Things like Bordetella, which is kennel cough, gets transmitted just when a dog can touch a nose with another dog. Canine flu was huge last year, and now the veterinarians are recommending getting a series of shots for the HN3 viruses. There's 2 strains for dogs. I haven't gotten our dogs immunized yet. It's a double shot. You have to go 1 week and then go 3 weeks later, and then you have to get it done every year. Most places, if you board your dog, they require you to have the canine influenza shot. And a lot of times you can get it right before you board because the immunization will kick in pretty quickly. Let's go up here. This looks kind of interesting. Come on. Then, of course, you have the risk of Giardia, which is a waterborne illness that is mostly contributed by wild animals, feces going into the water system and the dogs drinking it, and they get chronic diarrhea from that. And it's also zoonotic, which means that you and I can get it from the dog as well. There aren't too many diseases that are zoonotic between dogs and humans, but there are definitely some. You got to be careful. A lot of the parasites are zoonotic. That's hard to say. It's a fun word, though. I wonder what this was at some point. It's a pretty old part of the park. I think this was a barbecue grill, maybe? I'll say it was, because it's definitely not anything now. It's pretty cool, though. For a second, I had a flash there that it was a sacrificial altar. My brain is sick. Come on, let's walk back this way. Nice little retaining wall with a fallen down picnic table. Must have been one of the first structures at this part of the park back here. So I guess the bottom line is always pay attention at the park, always know where your dog is, always get to know the regulars there because they'll look out for you and your dog. Otherwise, you're just going to get into problems, and to be honest, problems in a dog park are going to happen whether you want them to or not. It's just a high stress place when you have a bunch of well, dogs are reasonably wild, I suppose. And when you got, 20 of them, 25 of them running around interacting, it can get kind of hairy sometimes. I mean, hell, you got 2 dogs interacting that don't know each other, things can go awry. I could definitely never take Gabby to a dog park. Oh my God, I don't know what she would do. And my dog Jasper wouldn't know what to do either. He'd be terrified out of his brain, and I'd never be able to get him back into the car. He'd be jackrabbiting all over the place, which is, something I'd love to see him do is have, an area like this to run, this huge area, because he just love it. But he's just not the type of dog to be trusted to do that. You have to have a certain type of dog. But I like to go to the dog park and sit there and look at the dogs. At least I did a little bit before I started working with dogs all the time. Some days I kind of get fed up with dogs, and I can only deal with mine once I get home. Sometimes I can barely deal with them. They're a lot of energy, but it's worth it. As I think any dog owner or cat owner or bunny or snake or hedgehog or you name it. It's just a cool thing. Hey Gabby, let's take a little break, okay? Here's a little seat up here. I'm getting kind of tired. There's a frisbee golf thing sitting right up here in an unusual spot. I think I'll leave this baseball here. Maybe a kid will find it, take it home, be all happy. Or a dog will find it and be all happy. My dogs won't give a rat's butt about a baseball, so it's not worth me even bothering carrying it around. What are you thinking? Is this a fun place? Look at that little tongue.
Huh?
Oh, you getting sleepy? You've only been here for 40 minutes. You sleepy already? She's taking a little break too. I hear the road up there, so I know where I am, bearing-wise. If I keep going down this field over here, we'll get right back to the car, I think. Here, let me look at your tail real quick. Come here. What's this? Just some fluff. Okay, careful. Somehow I managed to get a 4-day weekend here. I think my doctor may have misjudged the calendar a little bit, because when I was leaving, I said, "See you Tuesday." And he's like, "Tuesday?" It's like, "Yep, you didn't schedule me for Monday, you scheduled somebody else." He was like, "Oh." So I kind of skedaddled out of there quick before he kind of put 3 and 3 together. But having Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I've got so many things I need to do that have been backlogged. I was selling some stuff on eBay, and at a fashion place called Poshmark, I was doing really well. I was making sales and moving stuff and getting money, and then I got this job and everything came to a screeching halt. Can't do everything, I suppose. So I'm hoping this weekend I could spend a few hours listing some goods, get them up there so I can start getting my momentum back again. Funny thing about online selling is it is all about momentum and getting items out there. You can't make money unless you post things. And I don't know how many people have worked with eBay and online shopping sites selling stuff, but it is a time suck. It takes a lot of time to take pictures and research your items and find the correct pricing for used resale, and then getting them listed, and then monitoring them and dealing with people asking questions, and then buying, and then asking where their items are, and blah blah blah. It's not an easy life, but I'll tell you what, it gets rid of stuff in your house, and you're getting hard cash after you pay all the commissions, of course. So if you don't worry about how much money you're spending to make money, which I sometimes do, and I say, I'm paying 17% for this product. You just gotta forget about that and watch your bank account and realize that the thing you sold is just one less thing in your house sitting around gathering dust. But I've got enough items right now that I could probably sell for, I'd say, at least a year and a half, and maybe still not run out. I've got bins ready to go, tagged and bagged. You just got to choose the right items, the ones that are selling. Sold a bunch of sunglasses in the beginning of the sunglass season pretty quick. You got to kind of time things the right way and hold things back for certain times of year. Like if you have toys, you hold them back for Christmas. Some items sell year round. household goods and personal items, you can always sell those. Some items just don't sell. You're not going to sell a snow shovel in August. But the motto for eBayers is list it and eventually it's going to sell to somebody, even if you have to take less than you had originally posted it for. And I'm kind of finding that's true. I've got a couple of ones that are stale and moldy that I wish I could get rid of, but offers I get from people are just too darn low that I just can't agree. Some people really try to lowball you on things like 50%. And, if I'm selling a $100 pair of sunglasses and someone offers me $40, I'm not even going to bother responding to that one. You have to be fair on both sides of the coin. And there's no way. There's no way I'm going to do that. I'm going to get off this golf course because there's people actually playing. And we almost got hit by a frisbee just now. So we're going to head back to this path over here. Where Gabby's leading us. Jesus Christ, I'm getting barraged. Even I'm better at throwing a fucking frisbee than these people are. Got a lot of practice when I was a youth. That's all we did, it seems, is wax our cars and play frisbee. Those are the days. We used to do other things, but I won't talk about those in the walk with us. Yes. The trials of youth. I have too many stories about that. I don't think they'd be appropriate for G ratings. Alright, so we're back on the path where we were. And let's see, we're at about 48 minutes here, so we're getting kind of long. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to walk up the cement to where the car is and sacrifice going back to the river because it's kind of high. We'll come back here again and we can do the other side of the river. This park is pretty long. It goes quite like several miles at least along the river, and on the other side of the river there's some parks too. Whenever you have a nice flowing river, it becomes a recreational area, I suppose. Dots of parks here and there and such like that. This park is pretty good. So it's chock full of dogs, but she's been reasonably good today, except for that one about a half hour ago. But she couldn't see what was coming. That's probably why she got a little weird. But I heard the snap, crackle, pop of things. And the owner was smart. He asked what we're doing. And we communicated and everything went smooth. The way it should be. Hi. Nope. No puddles. I got water for you in the car, honey pie. trying to find a fire pit, used fire pit online, and I guess I started a little bit out too late, and the pickings are pretty slim. We have a couple of sizable quantities of wood that would be perfect for burning. I may look into buying just a metal wash tub, drilling some holes in it for some air and calling it a day, because fire pits can, they can get pricey, like $100, and I don't feel like spending $100. We had to throw the one we had away. We ordered it online and it arrived broken. So the company said, just keep it and we'll refund your money. So, hey, it was broken, but we used it still. But then over the winter, we left it out and it rusted straight through the bottom. So it was useless. I had to throw it away this season. And I guess I probably could have lined it with some metal and something, pounded it in, blah, blah, blah. So I was feeling lazy, and we had a bulk pickup, and I just started tossing things to the curb to get rid of stuff. Kind of kicking myself now. We probably could have used it, but it never really worked very well since it was broken. I like Frisbee a lot, but I don't think I'd have the patience for Frisbee golf. I have reasonably good aim. It would get frustrating after a while chasing that thing all over the place. Kind of like it is with golf. That game always frustrated me. Remember, I bought a set of clubs, went out, did some driving range, went out to a few public courses and got frustrated and pretty much sold them after one season. Never been much of a sports guy. It's pretty down there. Ooh, these look like oak leaves, but they're not. They're huge. Give your foot. Foot. Good girl. Come on. We're nearing our destination. Come here. Nice loop. Went by the river part of it, went up on top the Frisbee golf part of it. there's another walk with us logged into the interwebs. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit shaky, and I apologize for that. But we'll come back here and we'll explore on the other side of this dam at some point. It goes on for a couple miles. It's not as exciting as this part down here, though. It's not as rustic. So let's get Gabby inside, get her a drink. Up, up. Good girl. She's a little bit tired after an hour. So y'all have a good weekend, and then we may go on another walk before Memorial Day or on Memorial Day, and maybe we'll try to drag the wife along, see if she can do a little bit. But otherwise, have yourself a good holiday, be with family, barbecue, and enjoy the weekend. See ya, folks.